Hello, my name is Kelsey and welcome to Becoming Home. For this week's video, I was planning something completely different. It was a cookbook stand and I was repainting it, but I was rushing it and I was not happy with how it was turning out. So I decided to put that project on hold. It was really frustrating me, so I decided to chill out and paint some semi-abstract art instead. I really enjoy watching abstract art videos and I enjoy creating them. They're really inspiring and relaxing, so I hope you enjoy. For supplies, I have several tubes of acrylic paint. The primary colors plus green and then black and white for lightening and darkening shades. I'm painting on a 9x12 inch canvas. Those are the most expensive supplies. For the rest, I'm not using anything particularly fancy. I just have a paper plate for a palette, an old toothbrush, and a generic paintbrush kit from a craft store. You don't need to purchase high-quality paintbrushes to create good abstract art, especially if you're just using it as a hobby to relax and be able to enjoy yourself. I started this piece by using the old toothbrush to spray different colors onto the canvas. This is definitely messy, so make sure you've prepared and protected your surroundings. I love the variety and different sizes in the paint splatters. Next, I'm putting down some grass stalks in different colors. I said semi-abstract in the beginning because this piece is not just lines and shapes and colors. It's definitely supposed to look like grass, but neither is it super accurate and realistic. I'm using muted colors because the vibe I'm going for is a field in the autumn dusk. The warm evening air, the fragrant smell of dried grass, maybe the buzz of a couple insects. You get the picture. A couple things you do want to be aware of. Make sure you're changing out your water when it gets too dirty, otherwise your paint will become muddy. Also, make sure you're varying the height and width of your grass stalks. They're not all going to be exactly the same. Change the direction they're going, how straight they're standing, and how tall they're growing. I like to put my tallest stalk in roughly the middle of the painting. This creates an apex that is pleasing to the eye. Another thing to note is that my grass only takes up the bottom 2/3 of the painting. Leaving that top third empty is going to create some negative space that balances out the canvas and makes it easier to look at. One of the biggest barriers I face that stops me from painting more often is the setup, and also the thought of cleaning up afterwards. But really, if you use a paper plate for a palette, you can just throw that away, rinse your water mug, and wash your brushes, and you're done. One of the reasons I've never ventured into oil painting is the extra work it takes. But I like to try it someday, maybe when I have more time and space. But what I'm trying to say is this: if you can just get past that hurdle of setting up, painting is so relaxing and enjoyable, especially abstract painting. That way you don't have to worry about it resembling an elephant or a sunflower or whatever, but you can just focus on the lines and the colors and the shapes. You can sort of let go and just let your creativity flow. It can really help ease the stresses of the day and lift you out of yourself, the same way watching TV or reading a book does. But you can also make something lasting and decorative in the process. Something you can use in your home and get enjoyment out of. Towards the end, I'm adding seed heads to some of my grass stalks. I also had a couple of accidental water splotches. I turned the worst splotch into a little flying insect. You can generally find a way to turn mistakes into things that can add interest to your painting. One of my art teachers taught me that growing up, and although I resisted the lesson at the time, I firmly believe it now. With just a couple more details and a few more toothbrush splatters, I'm done. What do you guys think? I love the colors, the rusty orange, the indigo blue, the dark warm red. I love the whimsical pattern of the grass. I can just imagine the breeze rustling through it. I love the depth and dimension that the toothbrush splatters give to the painting. It's a canvas I could confidently hang on my wall, something I wouldn't mind guests seeing and something that I'd take personal enjoyment out of seeing. And more than just the finished piece, I got something out of the process. A mellowness, a relaxed state, a creative outlet. If you haven't ever painted for pleasure and it's something that intrigues you, I'd encourage you to try it. In my experience, it's definitely worth it. If you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. You can check out some of my other artistic videos here, or watch my latest video here. As always, thanks to everybody out there watching and supporting my channel, and cheers for now.